Go for it.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself. A little bit about yourself. Your role in the community.
I moved up here from New York City because I knew Sonny and Patrick. I've known them for a long, long time, many years before this place. And I actually moved up here because I met my wife at the coffee house. She was working here at the coffee house. And friends Sonny and Patrick's, and so I moved up from Manhattan to get away and be with my wife, and so that's how I landed in Peekskill. And we just bought a house here, and it's our home, and you know, we're here to support our kids growing up in this town, and we like the town, so you know, that's why we stuck around.
So, how have you seen this community evolve since you've been here?
Well, you know, seeing restaurants pop up a lot. There's a lot more restaurants. There's a lot more younger people from Brooklyn moving up. I think they're just tired of the expensive apartments and getting pushed out, and a lot of artists coming up here. It's you know, it's normal for cities to do that. The older you get, the more you want to settle down and you want to have a family, and that's what these towns on the outskirts of the city do to help, you know, help the young kids move back to these towns, you know, resettle them.
So why do you love this coffee house, and what's your favorite drink?
Well, you know, it's funny because I kept thinking about that question because I know Sonny and Patrick. I've known them a long time, but of course I support anything they did. But the more I realized, I have a friend who has a coffee house in Tangier, in a Cinematheque, and we always wondered why coffee houses make a great community service. And it's because kids can actually hang out there and drink. It's not a bar. You don't serve alcohol. You're not kicked out. And now with places like internets like that, you can sit down, have a cup of coffee as a teenager, and hang out someplace. And it's really great to have a place where kids can actually go. It's not a community center. It's not like run by a church or run by, you know, it's just nice to see a place that kids can go and hang out and talk to each other and have a cup of coffee and discuss things and not be bombarded with media or whatever. Although with phones and Wi-Fi, I guess that it's bombarded with media, but still, it's in a community like this, it's a great place for young kids to hang out, and that's the highest point of greatness in the community, I think, is making sure your kids are safe and having a good time. Right?
What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink? I guess it would probably be a latte. I've had a latte. I had a latte in the first Starbucks ever opened in Seattle. And
how does this one compare?
It's great. It's great because you have to keep a constant check of the temperature, and you can always tell really bad lattes when the temperature is spiked and it scalds everything. So it's interesting. The Italians nailed it. The Italians, you can go to a gas station in the back alley of some Neapolitan alleyway and get the greatest cup of cappuccino you'll ever have in your life, which is weird, but they have it down. But no, it's great. I guess I've always ordered a latte.
What's your favorite aspect of this community?
My favorite aspect of this community has got to be the idea of growth. It's not over-civilized. It's not over-beaten like Williamsburg and Brooklyn. It's not, there's room to grow. There's a lot of abandoned buildings kind of thing, and there's a lot of weird, creepy areas, and I love that. I think that's a great thing to have, because you can always put energy into these places and create a more dynamic community. So